this place during all of this that's going on, there was an angel. There was my God standing right there with me the entire time.
Everything we know about this case comes from you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely what?
Everything you know about this case comes from me. You just said that. I agreed with you by saying the word absolutely. Where are you confused? Okay.
Welcome to Mark Goodyear's brain.
Welcome in.
Yes. All right. We are starting a new trio. Yay. I'm so excited. And this one is cool because a few weeks back, someone who follows the podcast and listens to it suggested that we cover this. And obviously, we jumped on it. Amy knew about this case somehow. I don't know how. I wasn't really familiar with it, and it's a big case, so I don't know where I've been. But today's the
Yeah,
day.
I have heard of it. I come across a documentary, something like that on TV. I did watch that. And then I also watched Ghost Adventures where Zach Bagans and his team went there.
And I'm sure I watched that as well and just didn't really
Put two and two together.
Yeah, I guess. But our next trio is Herb Baumeister. He is a suspected serial killer. I mean, I don't think suspected.
I think
really.
we're past
Yeah.
suspecting anything. Yeah.
Because he may have murdered over a dozen men, possibly more. I'm going to say definitely more.
On your side, and I say there's more. I don't see how there really couldn't be. But this case, man, it's messy. There's bones in the backyard, missing evidence, and we're still left with all kinds of unanswered questions.
Yep. So let's talk about him in general. And this is a really, really high overview before we get into what we watched. There's so much to this case. So these are just super basic facts. But Herbert Richard Baumeister was born in 1947 in Indianapolis. And on the surface, you have to look up a picture of this guy. He looked so much just like your typical suburban dad. He was married. He had 3 kids. They lived in this beautiful, huge house, and they ran a thrift store business that was called Save-A-Lot.
A grocery store, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually a grocery store.
I missed that part.
Yeah, we had one in this town and then one in the other county that I lived. It's a grocery store. It's not name brand and everything's a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure if there's any of them even open anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not
probably
sure.
not.
Probably not. But yeah, Don, you said that right. And that's important because nothing about Herb's outward life screamed that he was going out doing these things and that he was a serial killer, except people who knew him said that he was, kind of off. He was socially awkward, a little bit controlling, and sometimes he could be aggressive.
And in that, we watched a YouTube episode. In what we watched, it did say that he did go into a mental hospital at one point, but it didn't seem like anything that would make you be like, hey, this guy's a serial killer. So he did have that history of mental health issues and erratic behavior, but like I said, nothing that anyone thought that they should intervene and that it was that serious.
Yeah, like I just said, they thought that he was just a little bit off. But between the early 1980s and the mid 1990s, men began disappearing in the Indianapolis area. Most of them were gay men, and many of them were last seen in bars and clubs.
Right. And that part actually does matter because during that time, crimes involving the LGBTQ community, those weren't taken as seriously back then.
Exactly. It's sad, but there was less urgency, less media attention, which allowed someone like Baumeister to operate a lot longer than someone nowadays. There are at least 7 confirmed victims connected to him, but estimates go up to 25, or I'm going to say probably more.
Oh, I'm going to agree with that. But
Hmm.
now this part sort of makes this case infamous. The house, it was called Fox Hollow Farm. And when you're looking through and just doing a Google search for Herb Baumeister, you'll see Fox Hollow Farm come up a lot. Some of the documentaries and things are named that, but this was his 18-acre property. So huge.
Mm.
Yep, outside Indianapolis. It was in Westfield, Indiana, but it was full of woods, trails, secluded areas. So, the perfect place to hide something.
Or in this case, sadly, someone.
Right. In 1996, the police finally searched the property, and then obviously what they found was horrifying. They found human remains. Thousands of bone fragments were scattered around the woods. Some of them were burned, some of them were crushed, but they were all spread out all over.
Yeah, and they were not laid out like a proper burial site. This was more just like a dumping ground.
Investigators believe that Baumeister would meet these men at gay bars and then he would bring them back to this house, Fox Hollow Farms, and that's where he would kill them. And then there's evidence suggesting that his primary method or his way of killing these men was strangulation.
And that's the chilling part. Some witnesses described a mannequin staged by the pool area. One of the victims who survived said Baumeister tried to strangle him during a game involving that mannequin. That man did escape, luckily, and his account did help them connect a lot of the dots in this case.
I'm going to give a hint for our trio online, and I'm going to put a mannequin.
You really need to. That is
Yeah.
so creepy. And what kind of games can you play with a mannequin?
I don't know, but it'll
Ugh.
be interesting to see because that's such a big part of this case. It'll be interesting
Yeah,
to see if anyone knows what it is based off the mannequin.
I can't wait.
I know. But here is where the case gets frustrating. Police actually had leads in 1994. They started looking into him as a suspect in missing persons cases, but they couldn't search his property because his wife would not give permission and they didn't have a warrant. And they do cover that in this YouTube episode we watched. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. But yes, so frustrating.
And I don't even understand.
No.
I don't understand, but go ahead and let that sink in. By the time they got access, it was already way too late because in 1996, before he could be arrested, Baumeister fled to Canada and he was found dead in a park in Ontario. He actually died by suicide. I'm really not surprised.
No. And also in that 2 years between 94 and 96, how many more men died because
Hmm.
of her not giving that access?
Absolutely.
Back to the suicide. So he did leave a note, but it did not confess to any of the murders. It focused on his failing marriage and his business problems. So we never got a confession. There was no explanation and no closure.
The case isn't even over yet.
No, not even close.
No, as recently as the 2020s, investigators have continued testing DNA from the remains found at Fox Hollow Farms because many victims, they're still identified. Families are out there and they're still wondering if some of these victims might be their family, friend, close relative, love, if they're theirs.
You
So
know,
sad.
it is. It's horrible. And again, some of this probably could have been solved and prevented, but here we are.
By a simple sure, go ahead and take a
Yep.
look.
Yep. So on this podcast, we've said it before, I'm going to say it again. We like to make sure that we are factual. And if we aren't, we say so. So let's just give a few facts versus speculation.
Great idea. Now, the first fact, he is strongly linked to multiple murders through physical evidence. Fact two, human remains were found on his property. And then fact three, a surviving victim described his attack.
And then some of the speculations, there is no exact number of victims yet. As Amy said earlier, I think it's around 11, but up to possibly 25. They don't know. So that's that's just speculation. And then also, did he work alone or did he have connections to other cases? We don't know that. There has been discussion about similarities between Baumeister and another serial killer, Bruce MacArthur, but there's no confirmed link there.
No. Now that we've given you a brief overview of this case, let's talk about what we watched. We both watched a YouTube video by Semmoit, Semmiot. I'm not sure how to say that, but it was called Herb Baumeister and the Fox Hollow Farms cover up. And that was about 2.5 hours. And then we also did extra credit and watched Crime 360, The Killer Who Buried Secrets in His Backyard. That was about roughly 45 minutes. Yeah, they were both, yeah.
Yeah, but so that shorter one that's 45 minutes, The Killer Who Buried Secrets in His Backyard, it kind of covered all the same stuff. It even had the same interviews with the wife and that Mark Goodyear guy. So, you know, it's kind of the same, just nowhere near as much information, obviously, because the other one's 2.5 hours. So, dare I ask?
They were both more set up like educational films.
Okay.
A lot of information.
Yeah.
That kind of was hard for me, you know, with ADHD. But like I said, it's definitely worth a watch because they go all the way from here to there and add in things that you had no clues of.
It just, to me, it felt like I was in school and there was a teacher just talking forever and giving me information that I don't learn that way. So it was really hard for me to retain listen, this person did an amazing job. Whoever put this together.
Yeah, absolutely.
There were so many facts and names, and a lot of it focused on the victims too, which obviously Amy and I try to do as well. It's just sitting there for 2.5 hours listening to someone talk, and I couldn't even tell if it was a real person or AI, but whatever. It just, in the middle, definitely, I had a hard time listening anymore.
Yeah, it definitely started at point A and ended at point B with no break in between. Just so much information.
Which isn't bad.
No.
It's just very, I don't know. Like I said, it just reminded me of being back in school, and I was not a great student. So
Yeah, it was definitely right there in your face. Are you ready to take some notes and dive deep into Herb? That's what they both were set up.
Yeah. So listen, we're not telling, like, you should watch either of them. I don't think you need to watch both. It's sort of the same information, but definitely we're not telling you don't watch it. It's just, we like to give you an honest overview of what the experience is like. That's all.
Yeah, they were pretty much the same. It was set up in your 80s style with someone just talking you through it.
Yeah. So now the wife, I guess let's start with her.
Okay.
So
many questions.
So many. What is happening? So the first thing is that she said that they only had sex, I think 4 or 5, 6
6
times.
times.
6
6 times.
And they have 3 children.
Mhm.
So it felt like just the way that they talked about their marriage, it felt transactional or something. Like
Mhm.
maybe it was a marriage of convenience. Maybe she was a beard hiding his homosexuality. I don't know, but
Which is fine, but
which
I
is,
wish I knew
yeah.
because it's strange, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's a serial killer. So,
Mm. We're already starting off strange, aren't we?
right. I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe they had some agreement, like you said, that's fine. But at one point, her young child found a skeleton in their yard and she did not call the police.
No, and she can say, I don't care how many times she wants to, that she was just trying to keep the children out. As soon as your child found a person's remains in the yard, your child was brought into this. So you should have done the right thing and go ahead and call the police.
Right.
I don't know how anybody could ever believe that that was a medical
Oh, yeah.
skeleton. Yeah.
Right. That's what she said. Also,
And why? And okay, if it is, why is it in the yard?
why is it in the yard? But also, when the cops finally do come to you, you don't give them permission knowing that there was a skeleton in your yard. What is that?
I've been like, would you like some coffee or tea or some snacks? Go ahead and go. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't know what her reason. I don't think that she knew what he was doing. I don't believe that. Do you?
No, I don't think she knew either, but there were definitely some signs. And I think that when that point came about of where the cops are involved, that should have changed everything.
Oh, 100%. You should already start thinking back about some of the weird stuff. And then you found a skeleton. And at one point, didn't she say she forgot about it?
Oh gosh, I don't.
I think so. Like, how do you forget that there was a skeleton in your yard?
You, that is so absurd. I cannot. I can't. Like the interviews with her, she also just seemed really cold and
Hmm.
it gave me the feelings that she didn't care about the victims at all and I didn't like it and it was gross.
I'm going to repeat again. I don't think she had anything to do with any of the killings, but I don't understand the way she acts afterwards when she knows the truth.
Right. And those victims, I mean, at that point, it's about the victims. It's not about you. It's not about your kids. It's not about your marriage. It's about people who have missing loved ones that don't know what happened to them. They just one day never talk to them again. And that has to be a horrible feeling. So at that point, it should have been 100% about the victims. That's it.
Unless she herself also had a mental illness.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So there were definitely weird things just with her and their marriage and the whole thing. And again, not weird. Again, maybe they had an agreement, not weird about that, but weird about, I don't know. So at one point, oh yeah, we should talk about this. He did go into a mental hospital and it was for a decent amount of
Hmm.
time. I'm curious because they didn't really address it. When he got out, she didn't really say, did he stay on meds? Like, was he fine then?
Hmm.
Did he
Right.
exhibit any of those same behaviors after he got out of the hospital? They didn't really, and maybe they didn't ask her that, but I didn't hear anything about how he was really as a person in those, because that was early on in their relationship.
Right. Yes.
So, like, was there weirdness the whole marriage with him, or I don't know.
Yeah. Very strange. I don't know.
And
I
for
don't even
being
know what else to say about her. Yeah.
yeah,
Just strange.
for talking through this for so long, 2.5 hours, this episode was, you would think that they would have covered that if that was something that was out there in the public.
Yeah. You would think.
I
But
don't
the
know.
next strange character, what about Mark Goodyear?
Oh boy. This
You
guy.
got a taste of his thinking in the beginning of this episode.
Yes, that was him talking. His stories changed. He's done several interviews that they talked about and they played clips from, and his story wasn't consistent. He also at one
No.
point said that he and Herb had a 2-year relationship
Hmm.
and that he knew him better than anyone. This is just my personal belief. I think he knew what was happening. I don't know that I think he helped or that he was involved. However, his changing of his stories is suspect. And then it does make me wonder, was he participating in these murders? I
Yeah.
don't know. Or maybe not the murders, but hiding the bodies or something.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
the one who survived, we do know that they didn't mention anyone else with Herb. So maybe he just knew or helped dispose of. I don't know. But he's very odd and he's sleazy. He's just,
Very.
uh,
He,
I think he knows more than what he's letting on.
oh, absolutely. I think so too. He's just one of those people that gives you really bad juju. I don't, there's just something about him that seems dark and chaotic.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't even think I'd really want to be in the store or in the room with him hearing his story. So,
Yeah, that tells you right there. Same.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. He's very creepy. He is arrogant with the side of sleaziness. So he's just an arrogant sleaze.
right.
I don't
And
know how others describe him.
right, they did talk about the possibility of there being other people involved because at certain points or on certain days, more than one person disappeared. So, how could one single person commit the same type of crime being that extensive? I mean, listen, I don't know. I've never done it, but going out, finding someone, killing them, burying them, like that seems exhausting to do
Seems
once,
like a lot of work to me. Yeah.
right? But doing it multiple times in one day seems extra kind of unbelievable to be doing that on your own. But who knows? Maybe you somehow had superhuman strength.
Maybe the adrenaline, I don't know. And I mean, Mark might not even be guilty of anything. He's just awful sketchy, I will say.
Right. Maybe he's just weird. I don't know.
Maybe.
Weird and
I
dark.
don't, yeah. This case right here, though, this one is one that if you get too deep in it, it's definitely going to stick with you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This one, it feels incomplete. Like I didn't they just find another body in the last few years?
I believe so, yes. Yeah.
Right. So I feel like there are a lot more people. And 18 acres, that's such a huge
A lot of
property.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so unfortunate because there's names we still don't know, still stories that haven't been told, and a serial killer who took the truth of this whole matter with him.
Yeah. And we always try to do this if we can on missing persons, but if you have information related to any of the unidentified victims or just any information, again, this was in the early to mid 90s, outside of Indianapolis in, I believe it was Westfield. That number for the Indiana State Police missing persons, it's a hotline. It's 833-466-2653.
Yeah, if you know anything, please give them a call. Help them try to finish. And maybe, I don't know. I can't say find them all. Maybe just help some more families.
Right. Did they, maybe I'm making this up in my head as like a hopeful, did they cover in that episode more missing men that they haven't found yet? Maybe I'm making that up.
Family's still looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's why I was going to
yeah.
say, hopefully they can finish this case up and find everyone, but I don't know how long that's going to take.
Oh, that property is so big. I
Yeah.
don't even know how, I guess, cadaver dog. I mean, how do you, with a property that big, like, how do you even attempt that? I don't know.
It's a lot of land. Just keep watching us because there's going to be updates. This story isn't finished. And if Don feels anything like I do, we will do updates,
Well,
especially if anyone else is brought to light, they're found, and a family is reunited with their loved one again.
right. And so there was the Hulu documentary that
Hmm.
is recent. I think it was put out last year that people say is really great. It's 4 episodes. We didn't watch that, but
I wish we did.
I know. I'm thinking because I bet you since it's newer and it's just a different person putting it together, a director, it's probably a little less because it's not a YouTube video. It's less just someone sitting there talking through all of this. So I feel like
Right.
we would be able to focus a little better. Maybe we cover that on, maybe we split it up and do
For a couple
episodes.
minisodes.
Yeah, 1 and 2 on
Yeah.
the minisodes and then 3 and 4 on a separate minisode or something, because I feel like there's so much more that I want to cover, especially about the victims. But
Hmm.
that was the section. This is the part that sucks. The part about the victims is what I want to pay attention to the most. But that was the part where it just was him talking for a really, really, really long period of time. So it was the
Yeah.
hardest to pay attention. So I
Right.
would like to watch more. And I even said to Amy after we watched both of these, I said, listening to this story made me want to watch even more about it. So
Hmm.
maybe we'll do
And
that.
if you just go to YouTube and type in Herb Baumeister, there is video after video after video after video after video. So many to watch about his story.
Yeah, we just don't know if they're any good. That's the one thing about watching YouTube videos is a lot of times that's what you get is just a person talking.
Right, right.
So
Sadly.
that's the hardest thing for me to watch, and it sounds like you as well.
Well, it is. It really is. I am excited. I know this is on the other side of what we do, but I'm also excited to rewatch. I can't talk here for a minute to rewatch one of the. Maybe I guess are we going to try to watch the Ghost Adventures episode?
Definitely. Yeah.
Because I want to now go back and pay attention to responses and what activity they caught.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm glad you said that. The person who now owns the house, and I think he's owned it for quite some years, but he seems really open to
Hmm.
paranormal and just although he is friends with Mark Goodyear, it sounded like, which is a little weird, but it sounds like he hasn't let a ton of people in there to investigate. I think that group was called Paranormal Connections, maybe.
Hmm. Yes, it was.
Okay. So he has let a couple of groups in there to investigate. So there isn't a lot out there as far as paranormal goes. In fact,
Right.
it might just be Ghost Adventures that has been able to put something together. But we'll look around, and that'll be the next episode is paranormal. So we'll,
Maybe one of the other teams put theirs on YouTube.
yeah, I looked around a little, but I haven't really found much else paranormal. I mean, there's people who will walk outside or whatever, you know what I mean? But they don't
Hmm.
actually go in and investigate.
Right.
So we'll let you know next episode what we find for paranormal wise. There's just not a lot.
Because who knows? Some of the victims that are still out there might be trying to reach out.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh God, I wonder if they are. And no one's going there to investigate. I don't know.
It's awful.
We should try.
I would love to. It's very close to me.
Yeah, we should reach out to that guy. I don't know. Just from that perspective. I don't even care. I mean, I guess, yeah, maybe by the pool, because that's where it sounded like
Hmm.
things
And in the
escalated.
woods. Yeah.
But the woods is where
Yeah.
I would really want to investigate and see if anyone's trying to be
Reach
located.
out. Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree.
But maybe if we
That's,
message that guy from that vantage point of, listen, we believe there are more people out here. Could we come see if we can find anyone?
yeah. See if anyone would like to come forward, offer a voice.
Maybe he
Because
doesn't
it
want that. What if he doesn't want like the cops digging up his whole yard? I
would
don't
be
know.
more so in the woods, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. Come dig on my property. Get them out of here. Put them to a proper rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just don't
But
know
yeah,
where his head's at, you know.
yeah, I don't either. I would definitely love to check the property out for sure.
Yeah. We should try that. I mean, what's the so they say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Been told no before,
Yeah, exactly.
so it's fine. Not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah. So definitely more to come. Like I said in the beginning, this was
Yes.
so little information and so high level. And, you know, once we get through these next few episodes, especially if we're going to do some mini-sodes on it as well,
Hmm.
we'll have a lot more information, and maybe one mini-sode we can highlight victims.
Yeah, I think that for our bigger cases like this, that would be a good way to approach them from now on. Because with cases like Herb and some of the others, there's a lot to their story.
Right. And it's just in 40 minutes allotted time on Zoom.
It's
For
hard.
YouTube, it's really hard. And I mean, we've really stuck to the topic today. We didn't veer off at all, and we only have 4 minutes left. So
That's actually good. And let me double check
I
here.
know it's hard.
Audacity is recording, so we're not going to have another one like we did yesterday.
Yeah, today is day 2 of us recording this, by the way. Something happened
Yeah.
on Amy's side, so she updated her computer, and hopefully we're good to go today.
I didn't know it didn't tell me that I had an update, so I went and checked and I did. So I updated it. We're good, but we talked for about 5 minutes yesterday and it cut us off. And it's not true. We were on here, what, close to 40 minutes?
Yep, 40.
Yeah. So here we are today, redoing it.
But
It's
that's
okay, though.
Yeah. But that Zoom 40 minutes, it's hard for Amy and I to get all of the information in,
Hmm.
even when we stay on track like today. So we should, on these, like you said, bigger cases with this many victims and just so much
Yeah.
to it, we could utilize those mini-sodes for more info.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that would be a good way because I feel like we start on a case and even 3 episodes, you haven't really told enough to let somebody know much about it. So, yeah.
Well, and I feel like the paranormal and the horror episodes are so specific.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't cover usually, well, historically, it's not that we can't. We, in the paranormal episode and the horror episode, we kind of just stick to those, those are so specific that we don't really get into victims and facts and stuff like that. So
Well, with this one, maybe we could replace our horror with another true crime.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We can do,
'Cause
it's our podcast. We can do
it
what we want.
is. I don't know what we could even watch to be horror. I mean,
No,
for her.
there's a horror, there's a movie.
Is there?
Yeah, sorry. I got excited and I hit you're gonna hear my cord to my headphones, but
It's okay.
I got
Is it
excited.
like in good taste?
I don't know. I have to look it up again. I don't remember because I looked it up a few weeks ago.
Well, we've got the opportunity to do another true crime
Hmm.
or to do the horror movie. So you guys get busy in the comments and let us know what you would like to see better.
Yes. And if you have any other people you want us to cover, tell us over on social.
Yeah, because I do think we could do a lot better about covering the victims, the person who did commit the crime, and maybe their background as well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think that would hurt.
Nope. All right. Well, we'll meet back here in 2 weeks. We have less than a minute on this Zoom. We'll do the paranormal episode. In between, we'll have a mini-sode, which obviously we're still gonna figure out what we want to do. But yeah, thank you for being here and listening to us.
We will see you y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.